Hi, my name is Sean Mahoney. I'm an engineer at NFPA in our technical services group, and today I'm going to talk about this, which is a manually actuated alarm device, most commonly referred to as a pull station or a call point or a firebox. And this is an example of a dual action pull station, and that's because it requires two actions in order to activate it. We have to both push it in and pull it down in order for it to activate. Now, if this were to be a single action pull station, you wouldn't have to push in, you could just pull down to activate it. And both of these types of alarm devices are permitted in NFPA 72, the National Fire Alarm and Signaling Code. I'm going to go ahead and open it up to reset this device, and I will show you sort of how it operates on the inside. This is an example of how one could be. They are all a bit different. This is just one example. So you see inside, there's actually just a button right here, and the button is going to get depressed, and that is what's going to send our alarm signal. You can just see through the mechanism inside, that's actually what pushes that button in and causes that to activate. Now, it's very important that when we're testing our manual pull stations, we don't just open this up and push the button and make sure that we get that alarm signal. We want to make sure that we're physically testing it in its the state that it's normally in, because there are mechanisms that need to operate on this pull station, and we want to make sure they're going to operate properly. So just simply going in there and flipping that switch doesn't test the actual device itself. Now, this is an example of an addressable pull station, actually, or some might refer to as an intelligent pull station. That's because this communicates with the fire alarm control unit via a signaling line circuit. And what it's able to do is not only just send that alarm signal, but it's also able to give us that specific address of this device. So we'll be able to see pull station 111 is in alarm. If this were to be a conventional pull station, it's going to communicate via an initiating device circuit, and it's going to simply act as a switch, and it's going to send that whole circuit into alarm, and we're not going to know specifically which pull station is in alarm. So that's kind of the differences a little bit between addressable and conventional. If you want to learn more about fire alarm basics, more specifically about addressable, conventional, and a bunch of other types of initiating devices, notification appliances, and all the different features of a fire alarm and signaling system, last year I wrote a series of blogs, probably 8 or 9 different blogs, that go over all the different components of fire alarm and signaling systems. I've linked that below, and also to make it easier for you to go through all that information, we've also compiled all that information into a fact sheet. So if you want to go through all that information, it's going to teach you a lot about fire alarm system basics. And if you're interested in learning more about different types of fire alarm components, let me know. I might make some more videos like this. All right, thank you.